So we're watching Sweeney Todd, and you know that it's so fascinating. Sweeney Todd has an incinerator in the basement to get rid of evidence, all those bodies that he needs to dispose of so they don't stink up. They didn't have refrigeration back then. Jeffrey Dahmer kept the bodies in fridge and freezer, right? Or maybe pickle jars or what would they used to do? Brine, like the meat. What they used to do when they didn't have refrigeration with the meats, make they specialized in making cold cuts. There's a name for that, meat preservation with salt water, all that whole technology. But then what Mark Knoblet, he was on America's Most Wanted, him having an incinerator, a cremation machine. I mean, that's the mark of a real professional. And how many, and then the notion that so many have them, the role isn't to, it's to bake it. It's not to destroy evidence. The baking it, Sweeney Todd's baking it to make meat pies out of it. And that's a big thing in Texas. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I saw it at a drive-thru on Vineta. I think it was in the late 80s. They're making chili out of it. And then Silence of the Lambs, Anthony Hopkins. That's the big thing, my big inspiration, that Anthony Hopkins wants the human meat. It's not, I was thinking, not for the taste, but because of the trouble he causes, right? Nobody complains if you're eating cow meat, but if it's human meat that causes problems, so it's not the taste for which I think he eats it so he can get that attractive detective he wants to flirt with her. That's why he eats human meat. It's not the taste. So was Mark baking the meat, or was he just destroying it? Destroying evidence. It's this leave no evidence. I had a sculptor. Look, now it makes sense. I just got this at Pierce College. We had an instructor. We had a kiln. Kiln is we were doing clay pottery and sculpture. You did it and you left it in the kiln, right? That's what it's called. It's a very high temperature. The fact that that guy was saying it, why would he say it? The sculptor instructor at Pierce College kept saying that, when that's what it would be used for, the kiln. Someone keeps repeating, you're thinking it's a joke. But he has access to these kilns. He has them in his house. I'm thinking that's what he uses it for, because he keeps repeating, don't leave no evidence. If he's just using it for pottery, that doesn't make sense. You just, when we're done with cleanup, he's saying leave no evidence. I just thought of that. He has all these kilns. I'm thinking he picked that up somewhere, or he himself was disposing of dead bodies. That's why he keeps repeating leave no. And all of a sudden, everybody who has access to those, or has like cremation in their house, it's like you have your coffee machine, you have your blender, you have your juicer, and then you have your incinerator or cremation machine or kiln to get rid of dead bodies. That's a sign of a real pro, because if you're a serial killer and you don't have a credible way of disposing evidence, then you're an amateur. that's the sign of a real pro. And then all of a sudden, all the cremation businesses seem suspect to me, because a lot of businesses aren't what they say they are. They cover for something else.